Millions of Americans are struggling with the effects of the mortgage crisis. Imagine you're on the brink of losing your home to a foreclosure. When a company contacts you and says for a fee, they can help you save your house. It does sound pretty good, doesn't it? Well, Matt Mahar tracked down who's behind a so-called foreclosure rescue company, which authorities say has been preying on vulnerable families around the country.
Like many American homeowners today, Holly Quick's mortgage on her dream home near Cleveland ballooned beyond her budget. When she was several months behind, her bank called with warnings that she was near foreclosure.
I was in desperation. I had 2 kids to think about.
Just when she was about to give up hope, she received a card just like this in the mail from a company in Clearwater, Florida called Foreclosure Assistance Solutions, or FAS. The card read, "We can help you get caught up even if you do not have all the money your mortgage company is demanding. Call now, even if you think it's too late. We can help." Desperate, Holly called the company. You're thinking, boy, there's some salvation here for me.
That's what I was thinking, that we're going to be okay.
Holly says a salesperson for FAS told her she would have to pay them a $1,500 service fee. She put it on a credit card.
I had to pay this $1,500 up front tonight. I had to do it tonight.
Holly says FAS promised to work with her lender to keep her out of foreclosure. One condition, Holly was instructed to have no contact whatsoever with her lender.
I was guaranteed that I would not lose my house.
So imagine her shock when several months later, her bank called to tell her she was already in foreclosure. Holly and her kids would have to abandon their dream home. And she says her bank told her that FAS had never even contacted them. There's not even a sign on their offices here in Clearwater, Florida, but authorities say in just a 2-year period, salespeople for the company were able to convince desperate homeowners from around the country to send them almost $13 million. This woman, who we're calling Jennifer, was a salesperson for FAS for 2 years. You were actually told by management that even if you knew it was too late to help these people save their home, go ahead and take the $1,200 anyway?
Absolutely. Absolutely. A sale date of tomorrow? Yes. Take it.
We've obtained a telemarketing script used by FAS salespeople in their Florida offices. Part of the script includes this scare tactic. The sheriff can show up and take you and your kids and physically remove you from your house for all your neighbors to see. It was your job to find their emotional hot button.
Absolutely. And then you push them.
I felt so low. I never felt so low in my life. It was so bad.
This man, Aaron Frank, also lost his home near Austin, Texas, and has had to move in with his elderly mother. He says he sent FAS every last dollar he had, but never heard from them again.
No phone calls, no letters, no nothing.
Jennifer says every day, panicked people complaining that they'd been taken would call the company to demand a refund.
And there would be hundreds of messages on the voicemail. And the person in the refund department at that time, I watched them just keep hitting the delete button, never even listening to them.
It's the classic take your money and run scheme.
Ohio Attorney General Mark Dan is now investigating FAS.
They're preying on a vulnerable population. They're taking money and doing nothing in return. These are the worst of the worst.
Matt Mahar with Inside Edition. Could I talk to you about FAS?
No.
This is 56-year-old Herb Zerden, one of the leaders of FAS. He lives in Florida behind these gates in a $2 million mansion complete with pool and boathouse. We caught up with him while he was gassing up his $70,000 Mercedes. Is it fair that these people send you $1,200 and they never hear from your company again?
I haven't had anything to do with the company for over a year.
Authorities say he and other FAS executives were writing millions of dollars worth of company checks to themselves. What do all these checks represent? These were funds taken out of FAS and put in your personal accounts, weren't they? Is that not true? Both Aaron and Holly say it wasn't the money they lost to FAS that hurts the most. It's losing the last hope they have of ever being a homeowner.
A lawyer for the company told us they dispute all the allegations and say they in fact have satisfied many customers. Authorities were able to get some money back for Holly Quick. As for Aaron Frank, the company says he violated the terms of the contract. Experts tell us that if you're having trouble paying your mortgage, call the bank yourself. Very often they will work with you to help you keep your home.